Drag queen bitches. Drag queen bitches. Drag queen bitches. Just for my painted pretty bitches. All in the background. Yeah, that's the wall crowd bitches. Just do what you do.
What's the difference between your shows and the shows at the Metro now? And do you feel...
they're definitely very different. I mean,
Completely
we bring a
different.
live element to it. Like,
We're
I actually
underground
rap.
subculture.
Like,
Yeah.
we do crazy things that you just won't see at the Metro or any other drag venue in Jacksonville, for God's sakes. I mean, maybe
We're
not.
way more rough around the edges.
Yeah.
We're way more profane. We have a way sexier show. We're not corny. We're not going to do just your typical radio pop hits that all the faggots are going to love dancing to. I mean, we have a real underground art show with, like what you were saying.
Kind of conceptual, too.
Yes, Drags to the Future, we wrote and directed and starred in our very own musical. It was amazing. From scratch, just a full
Out of thin
story.
air.
It was amazing. And it was set in the future, in space, with all kinds of crazy characters, and it was just us.
Yeah.
Just us. We did it. And you will never see that in the Metro.
We definitely have a subculture.
There's not a scene for what we like here in Jacksonville, so we had to create our own.
Is this scene a part of a bigger, broader drag queen scene that's in America?
I think so, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And do you feel part of that, or do you feel like you're trying to create one, or do you feel that, I mean, obviously there's unique elements in it at all, but do you feel like a part of a culture, or do you just feel... I don't know. Yeah.
I think so, definitely. I think just we're doing it here, you know, like geographically, but I definitely think there's other kids in other places doing subversive drag performance. I mean, Sharon Needles is doing it, you know, she's definitely somebody that we look up to, and she won.
Where's she from?
She's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Pittsburgh? Okay.
The armpit of Pennsylvania, I think they call it. But, yeah, what she's doing is very similar to what we do, and then the fact that we also have the live entertainment or live music, that's what really takes us into a whole other stratosphere as far as drag shows, because, I mean, we're doing live, like, original music.
They call me sweet, the niggas wanna eat me. They want this pretty young thing cause I'm creepy. I got that club like that's all they get them speedy. Straight to the back like damn that is screaming.
Our show director, Bizarrica Lestrange, she is kind of the leader of the show in that she performs at least 3, amazing numbers. Usually 5 solo numbers where she gets the music, just the basic music for the number, and then she sings live, and it's just amazing. She always does her own rendition of the song, and it's amazing to see a big bearded drag queen.
Yeah, you don't see that anywhere.
This beautiful voice in front of you, and you're just like, oh my god, the costumes, the lights, the voice, the ambiance, like it's just something that you do not get anywhere else that I've ever been to, not just in Jacksonville. I've never been to a show like our show.
Do you feel that that would be that the culture is different than normal, and I mean normal as what people think is normal, because probably no one's normal. But do you think that do you think it is kind of counterculture, or do you how do you feel? What's your thoughts?
I think it's definitely a counterculture. I mean, completely.
And do you ever do you ever feel that there has been any like persecution or kind of like people thinking maybe less or at all, like, or thinking that it's abnormal? Do you get that, or
not anymore? I don't really feel that. I mean, I
don't feel that. I feel very accepted, very appreciated.
Now, if this was maybe 30 years ago, I think that would be a different case.
I mean, if you want to go back to Stonewall and talk about, certainly our lifestyle has been fought over and oppressed, and
And even in some places still, I mean, that's the case, but luckily... I mean, but yeah, as far as the counterculture question, I think that we definitely are of a counterculture, but there's, like, we're part of this huge thing that's happening right now. Like, with me, like, rapping, like, doing this Twinkie character and being a rapper, there's, like, Mickey Blanco now, who's, like, totally crossing over and, like, blowing up. There's Cakes the Killer, like, there's a lot of new artists that are openly gay and that are doing the hip-hop thing, so, like, it's part of a larger... Yeah, Caswell, it's part of a larger counterculture. Yeah. We just happen to be doing it here in Jacksonville, and, you know, we're part of something larger, but it's very unique and individualistic. That's the whole thing about being indie artists, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Nobody else is supposed to be doing what you do because it's what you do.
You know? And it's really fun to be... like what you said, an indie artist. I mean, we are artists here in Jacksonville and we get recognized, and it's really fun because we're not your typical mainstream artist, even though it is moving to a more mainstream place, drag that is. But I mean, it's really assuring, and it feels good to know that even though you're a complete weirdo and you're doing weird things in a weird place in Riverside, people know you and people love you, and it gives them life and it inspires them to be weird and to do their thing. I think that's the main reason that I started this show, is to get other people like me that aren't pageant queens, that don't have thousands of dollars worth of costumes and prosthetics underneath their costumes to look more like a female. I don't have that, but I'm fucking fierce, so
bring it.
Basically, I brought it.
BNG better than the moor, never been the floor. Kitty kitty manicured the claws, silly, never been a drawer. When the purr ready, when the pour, cause a stir when she on the floor. Living in the oil, champagne always on the pour. Some happy others can applaud. Bum bitches like it, but of course. Mermaid coming on the shore, take the prince crown and a coin. Shut it down and the bitches gone. Another run that's on Perignon. Downtown, listen to the song. Yeah, on my head when it's warm. Down, get the critics in the more. Physically, sure, it's a warm. But the blue weave it a warm. All the moon, my warm.
Then tell me about drag.
Every day, everybody is in drag. Whether you're straight, gay, lesbian, bisexual, whatever, whenever you put on clothing, that is drag of some kind. You're communicating to the world what you want them to think about you. So all this is we're communicating to the world that we're fabulous and that we're beautiful. And it's just like this aesthetic idea of beauty. And even if it's not necessarily completely feminine, which like Alex, for example, Bizarre Strange, who does our show with us, she wears a full beard with glitter in it, but it's still drag and it's still fabulous. But there's different gradations, you know.
So what do you think? What's the future of DRAGstravaganza? And
the House of DRAGstravaganza is where it's gone. We're a business now. We're not just a show. DRAGstravaganza was just the show. Now we are House of DRAGstravaganza. So we do appearances and we do promotions. We just did a appearance at
Mocha.
We did an appearance at Mocha for the 1986.
Yeah, 1986.
I played Andy Warhol.
I played Jean-Michel Basquiat.
It was a comprehensive multimedia event, and it was pretty amazing. It kind of encapsulated the entire movement of the 1960s. We focused on the subculture, so that's very important to us. Is the always focusing on the subculture, because everyone else gets everything. So we want the people that aren't on, I don't know how to say it, but
the mainstream.
Yeah, we don't want. Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
What do you think the future of the subculture of drag? What do you think that the future of that is going to be? Do you think it will become even more accepted? And do you think,
I hope not. It's fun being kind of weird and different, and people. I mean, me being such a big guy, people are intimidated because it's like, it's a boy in a dress, so I don't know if I should make fun of him or not because he's a big boy in a dress and he can kick my ass. So it's always like a weird. People think when they see me, it's just like they're always like, "Whoa!"
Well, they have to think something. They have to think something, and that's the thing. That's what's cool about it. It's
exactly.
Like, it forces people to form an opinion, good, bad, or indifferent, but it makes you stop and at least look and appreciate it. You know, what's really cool is that through this. What really started off as just like a side fun party night, it's really kind of turned into this this business that's bringing in a lot more creative people and giving us all a lot more opportunities. Like recently, we were asked by a local artist to come and just appear at her art opening because it was called Femme, and it was all about celebrating the female in the art form. And she thought it'd be a good idea to have some drag queens, so she invited us to do it.
We just walked around and mingled and had our pictures taken by all the people that were coming, as if we were part of the art show. And we were. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Just having more opportunities like that and really getting our name out there is so important and so fun. So even though we are part of the counterculture, we still want our name to be more mainstream. I want my name to be out there, but I don't want to be a showgirl. Never a showgirl. I'm always going to be dirty whore urethra.
Yeah, and Twinki is pretty dirty too.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. I think that's good.
Thank you.
Thanks.